also probably need to adjust this. I changed all my audio stuff the other night, so it's probably all messed up. I don't mean to be faint, Rainy. It just, ugh. I just don't want to like peek and destroy the microphone and everyone's ears. Anyway. Let's get the first bit of business underway. I think I have Twitter questions. And I also have Ask FM questions. Hey, Kenan, how are you? Wait, the music's loud again? It's like at 1%. Hold on. Oh no, I recorded the other night. Yeah, my microphone's probably all screwy. No? Audio issues. Lovely. Yeah, I don't know. Not mean to be drowning myself out with music. It's like at 1%. Turn that down then. Even more. See, no, it's like barely audible. There we go. How about that? Oh, no music's playing. Screw it. We'll live with it. If it gets bad, let me know. How's everyone tonight? Got the same couple lurkers. Same couple people. Can't check YouTube chat. Thank you, Totally Not Mark. 7K took a while. Took a long while. Channel's been going for years now. And it's only just popped up. I only have like 4 questions on Twitter, so this might go on a little bit. Just as like a FYI, if anybody wants to if anybody wants to okay, if anyone wants to ask questions in YouTube chat or the Twitch chat, go ahead. For some reason, That's why Twitch chat wasn't working for me. I typed in the wrong URL because I am a dingo dongo. I'm glad everyone's doing well. Haha. So I only have like 4 questions here that I was taking with this, and no one else like did anything else. And Nick, you're not lurking like you normally are for me to answer this. Greatest moment I've had being a YouTuber, Twitch user so far. Probably so far, the thing that I enjoyed doing most was the Bowsette video I did with Koi. That was about 2 weeks ago now, wasn't it? Ooh. Time flies, doesn't it? Zert's here. You know. What have you learned over the time you've been active? And grats on 7K. That it's useless to hope that people aren't just going to watch me and enjoy my content. Just put out content I enjoy and that I like, and people will watch it. Because it's been about 3 years since I've done, character stuff on the channel. I still do character voices, but it's been like 3 years since I've done a video doing Laughing Jack. It's been like 2 years since I've done King Kai stuff. And it's just part of, how do I word this? When you're a trans creator and everyone who enjoys your content enjoys your content for stuff that was made before you even came out and started to transition, and they want you to continue to do that content, it's draining. So what I've learned over the time I've been active is that the only way I could keep going on this website and on Twitch is if I do what I enjoy and play what I want. And what was it like for my first stream? I think my first stream was back in 2016. I had barely gotten to like 700 subscribers, I think, back then. So, rapid growth over the past 2 years. It's still been stagnant. The channel has reached its peak, I think. I think my channel is going to permanently be here. And the only way I'm going to get to bigger avenues is to keep pushing Twitch. But even then, Twitch has its sort of peak stagnation thing. And I think it goes back to how inconsistent and inconsistent and how lazy I have been when it comes to making content. But there's a lot of things that are a bit too personal as to why I've just slowed down in content. So, went from almost doing about 5 videos a week to now I'm only doing like 3. And that's after like an 8-month hiatus of just barely a video at all. So I think I'm doing fairly well. And any advice for any up-and-coming content creators? Fuck it. Do what you want. Do it well. If there's something you want to do, if there's a video you want to make, if there is, something you want to talk about, do it. And do it well. If you have something to say, you might as well do it. And you might as well do it well. And do what you want. Don't religiously follow the curves. Don't seek don't seek the big numbers. Because yes, they're nice, and yes, it's fun to look at the numbers grow and grow. But that's like antithetical to the whole point of YouTube. You know? Yeah, Kenan. I did Bowsette. Yeah. It's antithetical to how these sites work for you to try and follow the algorithm, to try and follow that bell curve. And it sucks that YouTube itself is just pushing for that views, is pushing for the consistent views, the consistent videos. You know, we want the clicks, we want the time watch, and if you're not giving that, you're not going to be put in the algorithm. And I curse a lot. So when it comes to me actually, you know, getting out there, when it comes to making content, it's just it does get draining after a while, because I got to a point where I either gave up and just kept doing, you know, Laughing Jack, or kept doing character videos, or I kept doing the same thing over and over again. And I got drained, and I got burned out. So I took a hiatus. And I decided I wasn't going to do Laughing Jack anymore. I was going to sparingly do a lot of my male range voices, because, you know, if as much as I am not dysphoric about my voice when it comes to my gender dysphoria and my whole transition as a transgender woman, I don't really have vocal dysphoria, but I guess that's what I would say I would feel every time I was using some of those voices and doing them so frequently that I was in pain. So if I had any advice for upcoming content creators, do what you want and do it well. And love every second, because it could be taken away from you at any moment. And it could just be swept away. I was growing pretty steadily for a while, 200-300 subscribers a month. I was rapidly growing, and maybe that's just because of the friends group I was running around with. And then everything just fell apart because there was so much infighting in that friend group, and that emotionally taxed me and drained me. And then my mom passed away, and that just took it to another level. This was just last year. So, like, after that, I wanted to try and push my Twitch as much as possible, because I didn't want to be on YouTube because of how horrible the drama was. Granted, the drama's past now, and I'm not even going to speak on it past this, but needless to say, enjoy every second and do what you want and do it well. That's my advice for up-and-coming content creators. Ask FM time. Yes. Now, there are a lot of these, so I might not go through all of them, but you know, we've got a bit to go through. Kabea, thank you for the follow. Not sure how long ago that was, but sorry, I don't get those follows because they're quiet. I'm so sorry if I'm being a bit of a bore. It's late. Try not to be too loud. Try not to be too quiet. Trying to find that nice middle ground. Anyway. What's the best inside joke you've been a part of? You know, I don't think I'm a part of many inside jokes, because a lot of the ones that I'm a part of just spread out very rapidly. Because a lot of the groups that I'm in, you know, we make parody videos and we make, you know, abridged, and we script and we write and we tell jokes. And a lot of the inside jokes that have like gone through the friend groups that I've been in online, I've just gotten out because people say it in the middle of a Twitch stream, or they start talking about it and why it's an inside joke in the middle of a YouTube video and stuff. But I guess the best one that I've been a part of in the past year has been there's been a lot. There's been a lot. The Dank Army has a lot of, you know, running jokes that we normally keep within like the core group of friends. I think Fuck Unquote has to be my favorite inside joke, because that whole mess with Malzar and Benny was just funny in my opinion. I don't think Benny and I don't even know his girlfriend's name. You know, respect to Benny, because he's an amazing speedrunner and he deserves everything he has. But that was just handled poorly. Mark gave that man so much money over the course of 2 years, even more. And to be treated like he did over an inside joke, over how, you know, how Benny says some words, because Benny's a funny guy. He says things funny. But I guess when you're mocked, you know, everything feels different. So I'm not gonna say too much on that. But that was a fun thing, because, you know, everyone just enjoyed it. Everyone enjoyed having their cups and, you know, fucking mug, stuff like that. Always fun. How tall are you? Take a photo in full height. I will not take a photo because that would take too much time, but I am 5'9". Fairly tall, I would think. People will call me average, but I'm I'm weird like that. Planning a nice dinner party, but you could only invite 2 people. Who would you invite? Probably... Oh, another tough one. Planning a dinner party. I can only invite 2 people. Who would I invite? It's like being stuck on a desert island and with only 2 people. Who would I bring with me? Well, I guess one I'd be able to walk up and leave, the other I'd be stuck. But which one? Aha. Probably... Divine Malzar and Gur. I was really hoping to meet them at BlurryCon, but I didn't even want to struggle with getting the money for that together, because I've already got enough problems right now. And going to a con would not benefit that at all. Maybe next year, though. Maybe next year. I would love to go to BlurryCon. What if my favorite TV show is horror? Then you're a normal human being, and I see nothing wrong with that. What do you think where isn't spot for humor? Well, I'm not sure if that is grammatically correct of question, but So I guess what you're saying is, where would humor be inappropriate? You see, this is a really tough one because I am a horrible person and I laugh at the worst of times and at the worst of things. I guess I just have to go the easy way out and, so soon after someone dies. Unless they're a comedian, then, like, at their funeral, people better damn well be cracking jokes because, they lived for humor. They need to die for that shit too, When you go to a movie, do you like to sit in the back, middle, or front? I worked at a theater for about 5 months. And, I got to see movies free, obviously. And I would always sit in the middle. Because it's like the most direct place where all the speakers are. You have speakers in the front, you have speakers in the back, and you have speakers in the middle. The speakers in the middle, you could better hear the speakers up front and the speakers in the back. And it just makes hearing everything and seeing everything so much better. Acoustics, they really matter too, and it just depends on the theater and how big it is. The bigger the auditorium is, the more likely I'll sit further back, so I could get a clearer view of the screen, because no one likes to move their head around whenever they're watching a movie. Not even during a play. Well, I guess during a play. What do you feel when you do something right? Proud? Happy? Basic things when you do something right? What is your very definition of love? I don't have one. I really don't. Love to me is an enigma that I don't understand, but I know I feel it. I don't have a definition for it, but I know it's there. It's a permanent unknown of whether or not the depth of it, but, I'll keep swimming down if I have to. So I don't really have a definition of love. And I'm sorry whoever asked this, because no one uses usernames on this site apparently. But I don't really have a definition for you. Sorry. What is beautiful to you? You ever been to the American Midwest? The American South, really? Have you ever just seen sunset on the plains? See, I think I was in no, it wasn't Louisiana. No, it was Oklahoma. I think I was driving through Oklahoma. When I was younger, on a 3-day trip to Kentucky. And the only thing I remember about that was just, you know, driving and seeing the sunset go through some trees. Even then, when I was driving to Las Vegas, when I was about 11, with my grandfather and my dad and my mom, we were all driving to Las Vegas. And I remember falling asleep, because I have a habit of falling asleep whenever I'm in a car, on a car ride. I have a habit of falling asleep. I do my best not to, because I enjoy talking with the people I'm often on a car ride with. But if it gets too quiet and there's not much to say, I usually fall asleep. And I remember waking up as we were just getting out of the Texas state line. And, we left about 2. We went from Hereford, into New Mexico, because we were shooting through Albuquerque. And I woke up, it was about 5 o'clock. And the sun was already setting. And the clouds, you could swear it was a painting. It was just so still. Fiery red. It's just beautiful. What holiday gift would make you really happy? Honestly, it's very unrealistic, but hitting 10,000 subs by then would be great. Maybe having a lot more Twitch subs would also be great. What would really make me happy for like a holiday gift? I don't know. I'll probably just be sappy and say I wouldn't mind working on getting better parts for my computer. I usually do every 2 years, and it's been about 2 years since I've upgraded my computer, so I don't really have anything more I could up to until I get more RAM, and I don't want to get more RAM because I have like 40 gigabytes of DDR3 lying around. There's not much I could do with that, so I think the most I could probably do is get like a GTX 2070. And that'd probably be the best upgrade I could get for this computer right now, because I only have a 1050 Ti. I also wouldn't mind stuff to wear though. I've been losing quite a bit of weight, and not a lot of stuff fits. So, complicated question, complicated answers. What is my Instagram and my Twitter? Well, this is my Twitter. Shiny Umbreon 360. She is beautiful, by the way. Sphere Hunter. And this is my Instagram. I barely post on it. But yeah. That's my Insta, and that's my Twitter. So, good on ya. Hey, San, yeah, I'm having a good time today. Not in the console wars ordeal, but what console do you prefer? PS4, Xbox One? PS4. I love Uncharted. Kingdom Hearts is just great on it, and PS4 is just great. It's my favorite controller right now. I use it for my PC. Do I like anime? Let's see. I voice in a lot of anime parodies. I make anime parodies. You know, I have an anime character of myself on the right of the screen. I just don't know. Do I like anime? I don't know. Yes, I do. Some of my favorite animes I've watched in the past couple years. It's been a while since I've watched Soul Reaper. I need to give that another watch. Ranma's always a favorite. Inuyasha. It's been forever since I've watched that. I think the only thing I've watched recently to completion is Dragon Ball. I have friends who want me to get into Naruto, but I've never liked Naruto. And One Piece. One Piece is always great. I never did like Oren, but I would watch it again. And Italia, I've just like passing. I like it, but it's like not up there for me. Is the world getting better or worse? I think the only way we can go is up because we're already at the bottom. And we keep digging deeper. And no one wants to roll down the ladder. Who's the most famous person in your country? Arguably, or numbers-wise, or is this just a loaded question and I don't want to answer it? What is the letter C for 500, Alex? You're stuck on an island. How would you spend your time? Sitting still waiting for rescue to come. That's the best way to do it. You ever stuck on an island? You want to know how to make a quick shelter and have a fire and figure out your way to have clean water, and then just hope rescue comes. If not, just twine rope until you have a nice net, and then, catch fish and live on the island for the rest of your life. Go, names of important people. That is a very loaded question. I do not feel like throwing people's real names out there. What is the purpose of my existence? To exist. And I am doing a very poor job at it. I don't really put that much stock into my purpose for existing. Because like, I just feel I just exist. I really love making people smile and making people laugh. I love making people smile, love making people laugh, and it's just great. It's just great. If you had the opportunity to go somewhere, start a new life, where would you go? What job would you have? How do you imagine your house there? I don't think I'd want to go somewhere just to start a whole new life. Like, this is again a loaded question, especially when to ask a trans person. Because I know there are a lot of people who would love to just throw everything away and just live life as themselves. That's very hard. I didn't quite move somewhere else and start a new life. I'm just somewhere else. Struggling with getting a job, and, well, I'm living in a college dorm. Do you ever smell like farts? I think this was a response to something I answered. I don't know. I really don't know. If you could be any person in the world for a day, who would you be and why? Hmm. Tough one. Like, I'd love to say I'd just be myself, but trying to think. I really don't know. I'll not do that. Can some person change your life? Arguably, yes. There have been a lot of people who have changed my life for the better, and I love them for it. But you know, I don't think my life needs much change right now. I think I like where I'm at and where I'm going, and I'd love to keep going in that direction. Post something when you want to share or say. I do that whenever I feel like it. Don't tell me what to do. What are your memories from this winter? Tell me, please. I remember it being cold. I remember it being quiet and sad because the winter that just... We're about to be into another winter. It's November. But the winter from last year, it was quiet. It was the first Christmas without Mom. And it was just quiet. It wasn't really fun. Send a photo which is not available in social networks. Very hard because I often send a lot of pictures to my Instagram or Twitter or wherever and social places. If you could change one thing, what would it be? Loaded question to ask a trans person? Moving on. Have you ever skipped any classes, and if you did, which class and why? I have a real bad habit of missing my math class because it's like an 8 a.m. and I just have issues sleeping. I think I'm gonna stop here at the 20 days because like that's when I've finished, you know, because I have had this Q&A up since like the 17th of last month, so I guess it is the 20th. So yeah, that would be that many days ago, wouldn't it? That's fine. How do you separate from a girl? Just tell her no and move on. It's not hard to separate from somebody. You just gotta be upfront with them. And if they get upset, well, then that's how it is. People get upset when that stuff happens. But if they don't respect you enough to, you know, cut the relationship off, however close it may be, then maybe it's for the best. Fave pick from the weekend, don't need that. Am I home already? I mean, I'm here. I never wear sneakers with no socks. Habitually. I really think that that's everything here. Nico, I need to make something for your like name here on the bot so the bot can call you out